Hey guys, it's Sherry here today from Spread Pilates, and I'm here with week 6 food video in our 10-week total transformation program. So far in our program, we've gone vegan for breakfast, snack, and lunch, and this week I'm going to challenge you guys to go vegan for dinner. Today I'm going to share with you 2 of my favorite vegan dinner recipes. So for our first recipe, I'm going to share with you some vegan burgers and chips, and for our second recipe, I'm going to share with you a vegan pizza recipe. So let's go ahead and get started with the chips. They're going to take the longest, so all you need to do is pick your favorite style of potatoes. Today I have regular potatoes, sweet potatoes, and purple sweet potatoes. I'm going to cut all of those up into the shape of French fries. And from here, all you have to do is place them on a baking tray lined with parchment paper and pop them in a 200-degree oven for around 30 to 40 minutes. You don't need to use any oil with this, just make sure that you use the parchment paper so the chips don't stick. So now that we've got those in the oven, we can go ahead and get started with our burger. So I'm going to share with you the most simple, basic vegan bean burger. All you need is 1 can of your favorite beans. Today I'm going to use a mixed bean. You need to mash that up and add 1/4 of a cup of panko breadcrumbs. Now, this is the most basic recipe. If anytime you want to make a bean burger, you can just stick with this. However, you can spice it up a little bit. Today, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of Cajun seasoning to the panko breadcrumbs before I add them to the beans. You can also add a glaze on top of these burgers before you bake them in the oven, or any of your favorite seasonings to the burger when you're mixing it up. So once you've mixed the burger and the panko breadcrumbs, all you have to do is form it into patties. It makes about 4 patties, or 3 if you want them a bit bigger. And once you've made those, put them on a lined tray and pop those in the oven. They only take about 15 minutes. So once those are done, you can put your burger and your fries on your plate and top your burger with anything you like. My favorite things are lettuce, tomatoes, red onions, and mustard, and ketchup, but you can really do anything you want with this. And I hope you guys really enjoy this recipe. It's such a simple, easy recipe, but it's so delicious. You and your whole family are going to love it. Now for our second vegan dinner idea, I'm going to share with you guys how to make pizza. This is a super simple, easy recipe. We're going to make our own dough, and it's yeast-free, and we don't need to let it proof for hours. So to get started, we're going to start with 2½ cups of whole grain flour. You can use regular flour if you like, but I choose to use whole wheat flour. To this, we're going to add 2½ teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and between 3/4 to a cup of water. So go ahead and start by adding the 3/4 of a cup of water, mix that around, and add the rest of the water as you need. Once you've mixed your dough a little bit in the bowl, pour it out onto your counter and knead it for 3 to 4 minutes. Once you've kneaded it, you can roll it out into a circle. I actually make 2 pizzas with this recipe. They're a bit small, so you can make 1 large pizza or 2 smaller pizzas. And then you can top it with whatever you like. I'm pretty basic with my favorite toppings for pizza, so I'm just going to use mushrooms and sun-dried tomatoes, but you can really add whatever you like. Whenever I'm adding mushrooms to a pizza, I pop them in the oven for a little bit first because they're quite watery and I don't want the water from the mushrooms to go into the pizza. So I just already put these in the oven for about 10 minutes. Now I'm going to put them on my pizza and pop that into the oven. I'm not going to add the sun-dried tomatoes till the very end because the pizza is going to take approximately 20 minutes to cook in a 200-degree oven, and I just want to make sure that I don't burn the sun-dried tomatoes. So when your pizza comes out of the oven, you can top it with anything else that you'd like. I'm going to top it with the sun-dried tomatoes, and obviously I'm not putting cheese on this because it's a vegan pizza. However, you can put some nutritional yeast flakes on it. This gives it a bit of a cheesy flavor, and if you've never tried these, you definitely should. So I hope you guys really enjoy these 2 vegan dinner recipes and that you try them out this week. Let me know down below how you're going with the challenge so far and what are some of your favorite recipes that you've tried. And I'll see you guys later in the week.